Well, hello there, Cancer. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are going to be checking in to see what the energies are for you at this time. We're in the height of Pisces season, a fellow water sign of yours. We have the new moon in Pisces this weekend. So the emotional impact of all of this can be a little bit topsy-turvy. So please do be kind and gentle with yourself as we move through this Pisces energy. It's just here to help us to clear out any emotions that we may have that are preventing us from taking action on what it is our heart truly desires. So between now and mid-March, we'll be clearing those energies out, and then we'll have that extra boost of energy as Aries season begins to take action on what it is that we really and truly want to manifest in our life. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's see what's on the horizon for you. Impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Okay, so there's a brick wall, literally a brick wall that you are perhaps trying to beat your head against, right? This energy has been coming out a little bit. Let's see what else you have. Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. Yeah. So here's the thing. There's a little bit of energy where you feel as if you can overcome this obstacle. It is a little bit like you're kind of like the rhino and trying to butt your head into the wall and trying to get the wall to move. Okay. Now, the thing is that with this card, a lot of times it is about allowing yourself to see how you can redirect your energy, right? Flow around the obstacle instead of trying to take down the obstacle. Right? It's allowing yourself, it's kind of like, think of the obstacle like a mountain, right? So you could put a lot of time and energy in trying to climb over the mountain or the wall or whatever this is, right? Or chisel it away. But, if you think about a river, when a river comes up to a mountain, it doesn't try to go up and over the mountain, it flows around it. And I feel like that is a little bit of this energy of redirecting your energy, right? And instead of trying to change the obstacle or go over the obstacle, right? It's kind of like, okay, how can I get around this obstacle? It's more of an energy of that. Okay, so let's see. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. These readings this week have been a little bit difficult. Yours is looking very good. So I'm really excited for you, Cancer. Let's see what we have here. So we'll take a look first at your overall energy, and then we'll take a look at any obstacle or area of resistance on your path, and then finally advice from Spirit. So yeah, you have something that you're really wanting. So let's see. Here we go. Okay. I feel like there's some type of relationship. Now you had this the other day. There's a relationship here. It does not have to be romantic. It can be, but it could be family or friend, even a work partnership, okay, with that Two of Cups energy. It can also be something that's near and dear to your heart, okay? So the Two of Cups can be, we all have divine masculine and feminine within us. So it's kind of like something that is something that you just want, that has your relationship with yourself, wanting to heal that a little bit, because I feel like you're feeling a little orphaned at this time. There's something here. You want to be able to overcome this obstacle, right? Or this conflict in this relationship. You really and truly do. But it's kind of like, how do I get there? Do I send an apology, right? Do I fly over it? Do I take my sword and try to chisel it down? But here's the key. It is going to come back together. Oh my gosh, this is just beautiful. You have the Three of Cups reuniting, right? Six of Wands. You are going to be successful in the situation. The Lover's card, and then the Strength card. So you have Gemini, you have Leo. Who else do I have here? Aquarius. Okay, so you have quite a few energies coming out in this situation. Allowing yourself to get into the energy of knowing I'm kind of like believing, especially because we're in Pisces season, believing that this situation can be healed. I feel like for some of you, you may have felt like there was no way that yes, you've been kind of like a little bit feeling attached to the idea of I'm going to be alone, right? I'm going to be single for the rest of my life, or I'm going to be separated from this person or group of people or whatever it is for forever. But that happened in, in Capricorn, when Pluto was in Capricorn, the last 15 years, since 2008, right? Things are changing. Look at the first card you have out here is the Tower. Things are changing, okay? And never fear the Tower. The Tower breaks down what isn't working so that things can come together. Okay, literally, something's coming in order to kind of blow up the mountain, blow up this stone wall. Something is happening and it's taking you onto this beautiful new path that I believe is healing this connection, whatever it is. It's kind of like, yes, we can go on. They're saying yellow brick road, right? We can go on the yellow brick road. You can go home. That is the energy here, right? It's kind of like, I feel like you've been, look, there's a road right there, right? A yellow brick road, kind of, it's yellow. But you've been trying to go home. You've been, you're like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, which I always feel like you have the strength card here. Yeah, I always feel like this card always reminds me, for some reason or another, of Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. I guess because of the lion, right? Dorothy and the lion. So it's kind of like, I feel like this is the energy of you've been wanting to go home for some time, whatever home is. Back to this person, right? Reuniting with this person or this group of people or a family or something like that. You've been wanting this for so long, but there's been a wall there. There's been some barricade between you and who you want to be with. And now it's kind of like the Tower is coming in and you see there's no barricade in that road. It goes straight to your home. And once again, home is whatever this situation represents to you. The Tower is coming in and blowing up, literally blowing up the stone wall, allowing this to come in so that you're free. It's kind of like, okay, so let's see. I wonder how this is happening, right? Because, wow, what a beautiful energy. Now, I'm going to say in this Pisces season, miracles cannot cease. Okay, this is a magical time of year. March is difficult energy because our emotions are so topsy-turvy. And that's because the universe is saying during Pisces season, you don't get to control anything, right? We're in control. It's like the 1 month of the year where the universe is in control and we have to allow ourselves to go with the flow instead of being somebody that builds a wall and says no, right? We have to allow these things to flow. Now, we also have, we have the new moon in Pisces this weekend. We have eclipse season starting. We have the equinox in a couple of weeks. We have Aries season starting. We have the full moon in Libra, which is all about bringing people back together, peacemaking, because that is what Libra is all about. It's about making peace. And then we have the 4/4 portal, April 4th. So there's like, you may not see how this is going to happen, but it's like the Tower, it's something that happens out of the blue. I mean, it could be this person calls you, or it could be that, you're sitting there one night and you're like, you know what, I can't take this anymore. I'm just going to call them, right? Or text them or whatever it is. You're hearing good news. Yeah. After a long time. I feel like this is something, that ended, but it's kind of like, wait a minute, can we have victory in a new round? This is definitely something like that. Hearing good news. It's kind of like, I feel one of the things is Cancer is that when you get this good news, right, whatever this situation is, it's kind of like, okay, don't put up your boundaries so that they're like that wall, right? It's about having healthy boundaries. And I feel like that's something that you have been working on while you've been apart from this person or group of people. You've been working on your healthy boundaries. There's a difference, okay? These are healthy boundaries, right? This is not a healthy boundary. That wall is not a healthy boundary. That wall is don't talk to me, right? That's what I used to teach middle school, and one of the things they would do is, put up the hand, don't talk to me. It's kind of like, I mean, they didn't do it to me. They did it to each other. Don't talk to me. Well, when we put up a wall and we don't talk to each other, we can't heal the situation, right? So I feel like something's coming in here. We got through that Pluto in Capricorn energy. We're now in Aquarius energy. It's kind of like anything can happen in Aquarius season. So it's the energy of understanding. Okay, I have healthy boundaries, but isn't that a big difference between a wall where it says, don't talk to me? This is, I'm willing to talk to you, okay? But I also am going to, I have my parameters. This is the way you can talk to me respectfully, right? All of that. It's fine to have healthy boundaries. That makes a relationship good and healthy. But it is about something blowing up this wall. And, I think you have the Queen of Pentacles here and the King of Swords. This is very much being kind of like in the 3D energy, logically, and kind of like it, kind of like seeing this very in a grounded way, but also very logically. Yeah, here's the Two of Cups. That's where you need to go. I feel like this is the energy that you're in right now, you and the other person. It's kind of like, one of you could be very grounded, very, home and hearth, or working on your pentacles, very concentrated on that. And the other one is, being very analytical, very, black and white. And it's kind of like, okay, but when we're in this energy, where's the love? There's no love, because you both are kind of like analyzing the situation, right? Analyzing it. So it's kind of like, yeah, there's the wall, because I'm going to keep myself safe. And I this is a little bit of that energy. This is air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it's really the energy of my way or the highway, right? So this person is protecting, putting up the wall. And this could be you, or it could be the other person protecting. I'm not talking to you because I'm going to protect myself. And this person is, I'm not talking to you because I'm right and you're wrong. Okay, so you can be either one in the case in this Cancer, okay? But here's the thing. The universe is saying, no. That is not the way that we are going to be in this situation. We're going to add the love. We're going to get back to the love. We're going to blow up this energy of analyzing the situation and just say, guess what? I love you. It's beautiful. It really is. It's about getting out of your head and back into your heart. So let's take a look at what the obstacle is here. Yeah, I think the obstacle is that you have to allow yourself to have the healthy boundaries. The Ten of Wands is a little bit of a codependency, okay? And allowing yourself to understand codependency means both parties are somewhat dependent on each other, right? For one reason or another. And it's kind of like the energy of accepting, okay? Not feeling like it's all the other person's fault or problem, right? It's kind of like understanding that you, have a codependent relationship, you played a part in that, okay? But that's okay. That was the past. Now you have these healthy boundaries. I think it was a codependent relationship. Something happened, so the wall went up. Got to protect myself. I think both of you or one of you, somebody put up the wall. Okay, that's it. Because it was codependent, somebody crossed the line. That's it. Done. There goes the wall, right? But both of you went and you worked on your healthy boundaries, learning how to have conversations, right? Without building a wall. It's hard to talk through a wall. It's hard to hear what the other person is saying. At least in this case, right? I'm protecting myself with my healthy boundaries. I understand where I stop and somebody else starts. That's what a healthy boundary is, right? But you can see my face. We can have a conversation, right? This is a transformation. Allowing yourself to recognize that you have healthy boundaries now. So Cancer, part of it could be maybe, are you trusting the boundaries that you have been able to create for yourself? Like understanding that if the other person reaches out, being able to talk about those boundaries, like before you get into anything else, maybe, right? It's kind of like, okay, can we talk about how we're going to talk to each other so that you don't fall into the old patterns, right? Yeah, that's a beautiful energy of understanding, okay, that neither one of you, because I think both of you have done this transformation, right? You have the transformation card, Scorpio energy here. You've done this transformation, so it's not about assuming that the other person hasn't changed. If you have allowed yourself to grow and progress, allowing yourself at least the energy of thinking that the other person could have also grown and progressed. But you cannot know that unless you have the conversation with them. So if they reach out and you're kind of like, no, still not talking to you because I think you're probably still the same way, it's kind of like, then there's no way to learn. It's kind of like allowing yourself to trust yourself. This is about trusting yourself that you have built healthy boundaries for yourself so that you can protect yourself when this person or this conversation occurs. That's the key. Because when we're building up walls, it's because we really don't trust ourselves. Because we've allowed somebody else to cross our boundaries, our healthy boundaries, or we didn't have healthy boundaries, right? So we put up a wall because there's only love or fear. And we put up the wall when we're fearful. And fear is just really a cry for love. But sometimes we have to do that in order to do that healing within ourselves and build those healthy boundaries and allow these stones to start coming down. I think that this tower is coming in because your guides know how much you progressed, and they also know how much the other person has progressed, that there's been a transformation. It may be that you have to kind of allow yourself to at least open your mind to the idea that the other person could have done some growth, okay? Yeah, because this is a decision. A healing energy is coming in to rebuild what this relationship used to have. Excuse me. Yeah, it's kind of the energy where, you have to have a strong foundation. And perhaps something rocked this relationship. So some of the bricks fell off, right? Because it didn't have a strong foundation. So it had to kind of like come down. You had a tower moment in the past with this person so that this relationship could be brought down so that it could be rebuilt in this beautiful, healthy, healing energy, right? But it's your decision. You don't have to. You have free will. The other person has free will. Nobody has to be in this situation. It's kind of like asking yourself, though, is it something that you would like? Would you like to reunite with this person? Is this somebody that you would like to have in your life, right? It's that loving energy. It's allowing yourself to get out of your head and overthinking what occurred in the situation and allowing yourself to get back into your heart. Yeah, this is beautiful. It's about understanding that, you could have walked away from this. You could have blocked yourself from this love, but also understanding that love helps to soften the heart more than anything else. Think of it this way, and I say this all the time because like when you are out in public and you see somebody that maybe isn't having a very good day or something like that, and you just Give them a smile. Look them in the eye and give them a smile. It completely melts their heart. And I feel like maybe you've been working with somebody that, had a little bit of a stern heart in a way. And Cancer, you have such a loving heart, right? So the walls went up, right? The Emperor or you, somebody here, built the wall. But it's kind of like all it takes to bring down this wall is a little bit of love. Yeah, it's kind of like that energy of just a little bit of love goes so far. Now, I do feel like this is happening within Aries season. Okay, I wouldn't be. This is Aries energy. So Aries starts in a couple of weeks. This is coming in very quickly. And allowing yourself to just kind of like sit with that, it's so easy for us to go back into that energy of fear, right? But to stay in that energy of love, of keeping an open heart. But it is about trusting yourself and trusting that you have learned how to have these healthy boundaries that I can't find right now. You do. You have the healthy boundaries. You will be able to know if this person has truly transformed or not. This is a general reading, right? So you will be able to know if this person has transformed or not. Because you have created those healthy boundaries. You can trust yourself. You do not have to fear the other person. Now, this is an abusive, relationship. It's totally different, right? But if this is one of those situations, right, where there's been some miscommunication or something went down, you may not even know what went down, but the wall went up. So it's kind of like understanding that the best energy to have is to just have that open-hearted energy, trusting yourself, trusting the boundaries that you have created, understanding that you're no longer in an energy of being codependent. You have transformed that energy of being codependent. You are now very independent and able to kind of stand up for yourself. Right. Whereas before, maybe you really couldn't. All right, Cancer, let's pull your soul truth card. And I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Where am I called to use my voice right now? Yeah, that is this energy, right? You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. Okay, so I think part of your life purpose is sharing your story, knowing that this situation happened for a reason. There's part of your purpose is in this situation, but it's also about when this person or a situation, a conversation happens, about speaking your truth, right? About using your voice to share your feelings, and not you could have been the one maybe that got hurt in the situation and threw up the wall. But understanding that putting up the wall does not heal the situation, right? The conversation, we're getting into that Aquarian energy during Pluto in Capricorn for the last 15 years. It really was kind of an energy of you're either on my side or you're not. And if you're not, goodbye, right? This is an energy of having conversations. We're in Aquarian energy of seeing the good in everybody instead of feeling like everybody's a little bit of a competition, right? You're either for me or you're not. We're now in the Aquarian energy of being able to look for the good in other people and also being able to stand up for ourselves. Aquarians are good at sharing their feelings, right? So it's kind of like allowing yourself to communicate to this other person how you feel. Right? And allowing yourself to know, to trust. You do have the healthy boundaries. You can have this conversation. You're ready, Cancer. You really are. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you so much love and light. Thank you so much for all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now, Cancer.